I know you are in Belgrade 10 odd days in a non-red flag country before we hear you at Southampton. Just give me a sense. I mean, commentating for the World Test Championship final, perhaps one of the greatest games, test matches in history in terms of importance. Your first thoughts?
First, again, very grateful. I think it's a blessing that I'm able to be part of this match in whatever front. I just saw the roster the other day. Some of the names that I'm going to be sitting along with are absolute legends of the game. Just a couple of floors below me is another legend who's probably one of the greatest cricketers to have played the sport, Mr. Gavaskar. And, I've spent some time with him, had some meals with him. I don't know how many people have been privileged enough to do that. For me to have been able to do that, I think I'm very blessed and I'm very thankful to God. And, it's just an amazing opportunity for me. And most importantly, a great learning experience. A lot of them would be playing there and trying to figure out playing the moving ball and all of those great learning experiences. For me, it's going to be from outside the field, learning how to wield the microphone when I'm sitting there and watching the boys play.
If this is the kind of performance, and I've already heard you, the debut series in that sense, you're jolly good, DK. I mean, you're very good. I mean, forever you have been a great talker. And it's so good to hear you commentate because it's a fresh perspective. Set it up for me. I mean, how do you see this game? I mean, how important is this for India? Some of the players don't play white ball, and Ishant, Pujara, and some of them. Set the WTC final up for me, please.
Any tournament in its first year is always, when I say the first year, the first time it is held, is always remembered for a long, long, long time. If you take the IPL as well, you'll always remember the first ever winner. We can never forget Shane Warne and the Rajasthan Royals team for that. You might not, if I ask you who was IPL number 7 winner or IPL 6th year winner, it's really, you need to think a couple of seconds and then recollect it. Whereas you ask somebody who's the first ever winner of IPL, they always remember. And hence this World Test Championship final is a very, very important match. And, it gives India the opportunity to be the first ever champions. And if they do, and if they so do it, I think rightfully so. On the other hand, there is New Zealand, who have come way too close, way too many times in multi-nation tournaments, and they've reached the semi-finals and finals of the tournaments in many ways. I think from 2015, this will be their third World Cup, a final assignment, so to say. So I'm sure they will also be raring to go and trying to have that. They only have the one Champions Trophy that they have in their kitty. Other than that, I think they'll be really looking at this World Test Championship final an eye on the prize, saying, this is a chance for us to, be remembered for a long, long, long time.
DK, does it make a difference that New Zealand played these 2 test matches? Everyone's talking about it. On the other hand, Virat wasn't that perturbed at the post and pre-departure press conference. Does it really make a difference?
Look, I think India, like any other team, would have preferred to play a match or 2 before they can get into the get into the World Test Championship final. But the schedule is such that these are not luxuries that India can afford right now. The fact that we're even able to get into the country in the pandemic times is a big big effort by itself. I think a lot of people have obviously found lots of different avenues just to get a group of people in. So let's not dig deep into the fact that we can't have the obviously the extra edge that New Zealand has. But what we do have is we have won more matches away than New Zealand have done in their in their time of qualifying for the World Test Championship final. That is something that the Indian team can be really proud of and derive a lot of confidence from. And knowing this current set of players, they have a never say die attitude. Yeah, it's all okay. Having all these familiarity till you walk in and the when the first hour is done, it's going to be even Stevens. Maybe the New Zealand, obviously, in the lead up to the game will feel better because they've played a couple of games. But I can promise you, once the Indian team get on the park, it's a World Test Championship final, they will come all guns blazing.
If I can start at the top, you've captained Shubman, you've captained him, you've seen him grow, you've nurtured him as skipper of the Kolkata Knight Riders. We've seen his talent. Whole world has seen his talent. Your thoughts on Shubman Gill going into the WTC final? Is he ready?
Oh, he is ready for sure. He has the skill sets, he has the game, he has the mindset to score big runs. It's only whether, he is able to put all that into foray. And England has always been a very, very tough country for openers to do well. And obviously, he is there right in the middle of it. Along with Rohit Sharma. So in my eyes, he's got the game, he's got the skill, he's got the mindset as well, and most importantly, he's got the hunger to succeed. And these are the basic prerequisites that you need to do well in international cricket. He's ticked every box there. For him, it's about going out there, trusting in his skill, trusting in his ability that he is, honed over the last 4 5 years, and go out there and play the most bold form of cricket that is possible. And knowing the kid, he's a terrific guy. He's got great work ethics. He's got a good head on his shoulders. I have no doubts he'll end up being one of the greats of Indian cricket.